Hi everyone, welcome back to Next Level Wholeness and my next unscripted kind of input. For today, I would like to discuss why a spiritual practice is important. And for me, it's about mastering my brain. We have so many thoughts that go through our brain every single day, and we tend to attach to some of those thoughts and allow them to kind of run away with us, and then we get mired in our emotions of sadness or anger or any of those really lower vibrational emotions that we tend to get stuck in. For me, it's mastering my brain, moving beyond my habitual thoughts and emotions. And the only way that I can do that is to actually have a daily spiritual practice where I quiet my mind long enough to actually be able to witness some of those thoughts. We must understand that we are the CEOs of our own lives. And just like a company, a successful company is dependent on a really good CEO to manage and run the company, so is your life is dependent on you being a good CEO to manage and steer the ship of your life. Life management takes place in the brain, and because of that, we need a daily spiritual practice to actually figure out what is going on in our brains. How can I use my brain to create the life that I desire? And the reason why we call it a daily spiritual practice is because to get good at something, to become efficient and masterful at something, we need to keep practicing. And even when we are good at something, to become excellent, we still need to keep practicing. And we need a daily practice to center ourselves, because we are human and we live in this life and we get triggered by so many different things during the day. And we don't understand what triggers us unless we slow down long enough to see where our wounds are, or to look at our habitual thoughts and emotions. And therefore, we need a daily practice. Handling the information in your brain and becoming the master of the information you allow into your brain and that you fixate upon, or that you focus on, requires practice. We need principles, learning principles, how different operating systems to focus upon or to use to help us become the master of our brain. I love Korean body and brain yoga and Tai Chi and Il-Chi Li, because he uses and talks a lot about mastering brain management training, brain education, brain flexibility. And so for me, I use their daily Suheng training, spiritual practice, so that I can discover more about my thinking. And they have principle called the brain operating system, which is like wake up and pay attention, because only in paying attention are you aware of yourself, your thoughts, your emotions. Good news makes a good brain. So making sure that the news that you bring into your brain, the thoughts that you focus on, the things that you think, the good news, making a good brain, right? And then also choosing the thoughts you want to perpetuate or focus on. Choosing something will make it happen. But again, you have to choose this on a daily basis. I choose to be happy. You have to choose that over and over and over again, moment by moment by moment. Choosing to be strong, choosing to be resilient, choosing to be present. All of these takes daily practice and daily focus. Also mastering your consciousness or mastering your life, that also takes daily practice. That is why it is important for us to have a daily practice. That's why many successful people have some routines that they follow every single day. They meditate every single day to quiet their mind, to center themselves, to be able to operate or follow their lives, the map of their lives, from a centered position. And this comes from a daily spiritual practice. Learning certain principles is obtaining a map for your life, right? And obtaining a map on how to master your brain. Practicing what you learn and utilizing this map requires choice and training. So choosing and training yourself, training your mind, training your body, going from a knowing. So many of us go and do all these courses, and we keep like going out there and learning and self-management and success and all these things that we keep learning. However, very few people practice diligently, choose to diligently practice the things that they learn so that they can become proficient at it. And only choosing to practice what you learn will go from knowing up here to knowing in here, to experiential knowing. And none of us know anything until we experientially know it. We cannot know sorrow unless we've experienced it. We cannot know joy unless we have experienced it. We cannot know how to master our brain until we experience through practice, diligently choosing to become the master of your brain, to become the master of your life. That is why, for me, it's really important to have a spiritual practice and to have a daily spiritual practice. I hope these little musings about my definition of a spiritual practice in such a short little space has helped you feel motivated to kind of start somewhere. If not today, then when? Thank you so much for listening, and I really do wish you a next level, healthy, happy day. Bye.